Very good day, students. Today we are going to start a new unit, that is self-management skills 2. Under that we'll study three topics. First one is stress and its effect. Second one is stress management techniques. And third one is your ability to work independently. So, first is stress and its effect. To understand the stress, first we have to deal with what? In day-to-day stress is the outcome of what? Here many reasons such as covering the curriculum to study, co-curricular activities, preparation for exams and competition. On professional front too, we have many stress, like if you observe your elders, they go through a lot of stress, isn't it? So you can see a person practicing self management is actually following a highly disciplined regime which needs a great deal of willpower, determination and positive outlook. And we all have this stress in our, it could be in a positive perform or it could be in a negative perform. To maintain the stress, okay, the person practicing self management is actually following a highly disciplined regime which needs a great deal of willpower, determination and positive outlook. There are two types of stress. First one is known as eustress and second one is known as what? Distress. Eustress means what? It is known as what? Good or positive stress. The example I could include in this as eagerness to do better, increase performance, and according to this increases the productivity and chances of bigger achievements. Like response to stress differs from person to person, isn't it? So eustress is commonly identified by excitement, elation and charging up of emotions. Like you have some stress regarding the results, isn't it? But you all know that I will achieve the good marks only, but you have some tension regarding this your result. If you get the result, if by chance you don't secure the good marks, then it gives you the encouragement that you have to do better in the upcoming exams. Okay, next second type of stress is what? Your distress. It is known as what? Negative form of stress. Example, situation could be real or imagination, but in both condition it affects our physical or psychological part. Like you can see there are many stress which affect our health also. Like in the same matter I could accept as your result part only. In the last day when the result is being not declared, okay, so what will happen? You will take the stress and you will it will affect physically and you will feel what? Ill. Next is common effects of stress. There are various common effects of stress. According to eustress, this increases the productivity and chances of bigger achievement. But according to distress, this affects physically or psychological, such as common physical effects of distress. Example, headache, muscular tension, fatigue, chest pain, etc. Second part is your common psychological effects of distress, like anxiety, feeling demotivated, loss of attention, depression. So these two are the effects of what? Distress. Next is consequences of long-term distress. There are various consequences of long-term distress, like it will impact of stress depends from person to person. Some persons are able to handle good amount of stress while others are not. It depends on age, profession, living condition, health and willpower also. Stress steps in very silently in our lifestyle. What we take as the normal routine of our daily life is actually the invitations to stress. First, the long-term distress is also called as what? Your chronic distress. Long-term distress is also known as what? Chronic distress. Okay, so the first consequences is known as what? Distress due to work. We all have the work pressure, isn't it? Like you have the pressure of studying, that how you will complete your curriculum, how you will complete your studies, isn't it? Like kind of profession you are determines the amount of stress you experience. Similarly for students, if you are in the students background, the amount of study and task at hand determines the stress of them. As children grow up and as responsibility and discipline step in, some sort of distress steps in too. The number and depth of subjects increase, performance expectation goes up, so does the competition. Okay, due to competition only the student performs so much stress of their studies. Okay, for professional background, if we see like hand in hand, some common reasons for work related distress are higher performance expectation at work, closer deadlines. Okay, due to deadlines also we all have some stress. Okay, insecurity of job, if your job is not secure then also you will have some stress. Okay, these are the parts of what distress due to work. Next is internal stress due to distress, like I could relate with the work also. Due to this you have some family reasons also, and you could not be able to express your feeling with someone, so you will have the you will have the stress like anxiety, fear of impending disasters such as huge financial loss like bankruptcy, repeated and overflowing thoughts of worry and concern, isn't it? So this all type of stress you could not share, and it affects you physically. Okay, like internal distress is dangerous as it goes beyond control and leads to physical condition like head, heart attack, insomnia, memory loss, chronic anxiety. This all are the physical condition affects what internal distress. Next part is your stress due to surrounding. How the stress affects due to your surrounding, like our surroundings and environment can be the cause of eustress or distress. It could be in the form of what eustress, and it could be in the form of what distress. Like if you see the role model standing in front of you, so you have the stress like I have to become like him. So it could be in a positive way also, and somebody feel like it could be in the negative way also. It depends on the quality of environment, for in which environment you are there. Like quality of surroundings, first is noisy or quiet, whether you stay in a noisy place like market, main road, etc. or not, clean or dirty, how clean or dirty is the place. Next is polluted or clean, air and water quality of the place, especially air, near or far than any industrial area, etc. Next is crowded or organized, if it is crowded or not, if your area is organized or not. Next is quality of life, like what type of food, water, electricity or other amenities you are getting. This all affects what your quality of surrounding. Next is work and living condition. Under these two effects, what your stress due to surrounding. What are the two effects? Like first one is quality of surrounding and second one is at work and living conditions. Under the work and living conditions, like quiet or distraction, you are wherever you are sitting, the place is quiet or not, or it affect or it distracts you. This also affect in what, in your working and living conditions. Next is congested workplace, if you are saying that the place where you are sitting there is so much congested, there are so many people, so you could not work quietly. Next is interaction or relationship with people or co-workers, like the co-workers or the family members with whom you are working, they are quite cooperative or not. If you are not cooperative with them, then also you will feel some stress that how to complete your task. Next is tidy or shabby, the place is well kept or not, or how tidy are you yourself. Next is stress due to sudden need or survivals, like in certain cases disaster strikes suddenly, for instance accident, earthquake or any life threatening. Suppose you had an accident, so you need some money immediately, so you have some stress according to that. Okay, that how you could be able to manage your money or not. So these are what your stress due to sudden need of your survival. Next is your stress management technique. So if you are having some stress, so you should be able to manage, your stress also. There are some techniques by which you could be able to manage your stress. Like stress is what, stress is a phenomena which cannot be eradicated, we need to learn how to manage it. Certain professions such as police, defense force, firefighting, etc. train the individual to deal with all kinds of stress. Next, understanding the origins of stress, from where before applying the technique we have to understand that from where the stress has been originated. Like what it is and where does it originated from is what different scenarios. In every stress there you will find what different scenarios in every stress. Okay, so first identify the source of stress. How could you be able to identify the source of stress? Like, how could you be able to identify the source of stress? Like, what are the real reasons of my anxiety? Am I working under pressure for long? Do I really feel right? Am I emotional upset at something or someone? Are my activities time wasting or not? This all source of stress you should understand, that what is the origins of what stress. Okay, now see, uh, healthier or lifestyle. Okay, for the imaginary threats you yourself are responsible, so it will be easier to handle. For real threats you need to devise appropriate stress management techniques. So what are the stress management techniques? First one is your healthier lifestyle. For the healthier lifestyle you should be able to avoid smoking or alcohol or drugs. I know you are the student, so you will not prefer smoking alcohol or drugs, but you can suggest someone who is applying what smoking alcohol drugs to have the healthier lifestyle. Okay, next is good eating habits. You should not be overeated, you should not be undereat also. Okay, you should have the good food quality for keeping your healthy lifestyle. Next is develop good sleeping habit. You should have the proper sleeping habit with you. Next is your inculcate healthy hobbies. You should pick some creative hobbies such that it will boost your healthy and activated mind. Like painting is there, creative arts is there. Someone is happy in joining the gyms or activities such as yoga, sports, laughter clubs. This all helps you in keeping your lifestyle healthier. Next is keep good company. Always the first thing you should be remember that you should have the good company. Like try keeping away as much as you can from the people with negative thoughts who always discourage or take low esteems. Next is healthier working or study habit. This part is every time supports in our lifestyle, isn't it? As a student it helps in our lifestyle. So first is what being disciplined in work and study. uh, this you have to apply, isn't it? Like every time your teacher gives you some work, so you have to work in what in daily basis you have to work. Do not try to please everyone. Okay, like learn to say no if you really cannot help something. If you could not help something, so learn to say what no. Okay, don't use to try please, that if you could not handle this situation, so you are not requested to say please to everyone that please do this, please do that. Okay, try to say no for that. Next is plan to keep a work family balance. For scholars, keep a study recreation balance. Don't be every time in the workplace or in the study place. You have to give the proper time management. You should mention that the study should also be completed and you could give the time to your family also. Next is plan your breaks and holidays between the studies or work. You should have the fruitful time such that you could be able to plan for holidays also. Next is stick to your delivery deadlines or self study timetable. You should have your own timetable such that you could be able to complete your syllabus or curriculum in your time. Next is do not overwork or overstudy. Next one is your uh, next part is managing environmental stress. How could you be able to manage your environmental stress? Take natural nature work or early morning walks to relax your mind and re-energize your body. Next is go for vacations for a chance of place and climate and return with boosted energy. Next one is adopt yoga, fitness training, activity club to boost your eustress. Eustress is what? Your positive stress. Next is participate in community activities that help in improving environment and surroundings like anti-pollution drive, swachhata abhiyan activities and etc. Next type of technique is what? Managing internal stress. First is keep positive attitude, because if you will have the positive attitude, then only you could be able to unreal fears, survive on your negative attitude. Next is you cannot control everything. Learn to adapt to the changing situation as much possible. You have to deal with the situation changed. You could not control everything according to you. Next is learn to distinguish between being angry, being aggressive, and being firm. Next is keep fit, keep your body fit and stress better. Keep track of your time. Okay. uh, do not cut on sleep. Okay. Next is be happy always. Quit smoking, alcohol, and such type of vice. And for physical symptoms of stress, every time um, take the medical advice along with you. Now next is your ability to work independently. You should learn that how could you be able to work independently. The importance is what your most of the tasks are accomplished through teamwork or combined efforts or more than one person. So being able to work independently means accomplishing the task assigned to you without unnecessarily claiming the time of other people. Okay. What does this independent mean? uh, you are aware of your strength and weaknesses. You are able to prioritize your task. You could be able to deliver your best always. You are able to adapt to the working pace of the team. You are own your task and take responsible of any mistake. If you are working independently, then you only will be the responsible of your mistake. Next is carry a positive attitude towards what you are doing. Next is skills to work independently. What are the skills which are used to work independently? First is organization skills. Second is your personal character. Third is multitasking. So what do you mean by first? Organization skills. It is the ability to understand the requirements of what you need to deliver your organization, your work accordingly as the needs arise or requirements charge. Next is your personal character, an honest approach to do the things, maintaining integrity and trust and meeting the commitments as required. Next is multitasking. It is the ability to handle the multiple tasks, prioritize them according to the change in situation, and finishing all the tasks at hand successfully. Next is knowing oneself. What do you mean by knowing oneself? Knowing what and how much you are able to do, being aware of both your abilities and your limitation. Don't do the if you are not able to do, then don't do it. Is not bounded. Okay. Next, because if you will do in the bounded form, then you will not deliver that work in so effective manner. Next is self discipline and self regulation. The ability of self management, able to identify the time management activities, knowing how to regulate yourselves to utilize the time at hand for completing the task timely. Next is communication and negotiating skills. It commands over the verbal communication and ability to argue and negotiate without any aid or intervention. Next is agility. It is able to adapt to the changing situation and managing time accordingly. It delivers with short timelines and knowing how to utilize the time effectively. Next one is your handling failures and setbacks. It is the ability to look at the failures at as great source of learning and in the form of feedback. Not letting setbacks like rejections and criticisms discourages you. Ability to take responsibility of your failure also. Self awareness and its type. What you are mean of self awareness? Self awareness means you are knowing your strength, weaknesses, beliefs, limitations, likes, dislikes, etc. are called your self aware. That how are aware of yourself. Next is self awareness helps you in staying happy, productive, and confident. Self awareness brings self motivations and self control as well. What do you mean by self motivation and self control? You could be able to motivate yourself, and you could be able to you could be able to control your emotions, your strategies, by yourself. Okay, there are two major types: internal self awareness, and second one is your external self awareness. Internal self awareness means what? Our values, beliefs, passions and standards are revealed when we do internal self awareness. Also that way these traits help us in interacting with our surroundings and environmental. The internal self awareness tells us you what is your favorite subject, your favorite sports. According to that only you will work. Okay. Next is external self awareness. The ability to assess or see how other people view you is called what? External self awareness. The external self awareness brings self improvement. Like if in some fields you are not perfect, so someone will tell you that in this field you are not perfect, so you will work accordingly. Okay, like good leadership skills, better understandings of people, and it determines the people's liking and disliking also. Okay. Next is self awareness assessment. Being self aware, it is high level of intelligence. Knowing oneself is half the battle won. Most people do not know what they want or needed. Most of us are blind to our strengths and weaknesses. So you should ask yourselves to be able to self aware. Like, am I able to create an image of myself in my mind? How much am I in control of my feelings, especially when angry, emotion, or sad? What triggers my passions of doing what I like? What sets me off? Can I list my personal life values and beliefs? Can I list what I cannot do? What do I think of this world around me? Can I list my inner conflicts or confusions? Can I list some of my negative traits that come in my way to success? Can I list the traits I inherited from my parents? Can I list some details which I think people have about me are correct? Can I list some details which I think people have about me are incorrect? So these are the self-awareness assessment you should ask every time to you, such that you could be able to self-aware of yourself. Next is how to become self-aware. There are some time and travel within yourself by applying the following tips. Okay, like uh, finding out some quiet time with yourself, reflects on your thoughts. Okay, practicing good listening and becoming a good listener to what people speak to you without interrupting them. Next, ask for feedback from others about yourself, about your work and what you do. Make notes of feedback in your personal diary. Think in terms of what instead of why. For example, what could be the possible reasons that prevented me from getting good marks in the last test? What was the situation that made me fight with my best friend? What are the reasons that make me reach college late often? Okay. Next is knowing your strength and weaknesses. Okay, first is analyzing your work outputs of what you do. Speak to your parents and reliable friends and teachers. It pay attention when you perform a task. This will show you how well or not you do the things. Feedback from teachers and parents will let you list down your strength and weaknesses also. Ask yourself too what motivates you and what does not. Okay. Next is weaknesses could be related to your personality, the way you work or study, in interacting with others, in organization yourself, and regarding your emotional self. How emotionally stable you are is the question you must ask yourself or reflect on any past incidents. Next is self motivations and self regulations. What do you mean by motivation first? Motivation is the ability to move from an idea to practically implemented it, from plan to action, from thinking to doing. So what do you mean by self motivation? It helps in your inner ability to do move from thought to action. Your strengths trigger your self motivation, but some of your weaknesses may dampen your passion. That is why for motivation self awareness is necessary. Now next is your self regulation. The right kind of self awareness motivates you to take actions on your thought. So this too helps us to be able to self aware. Thank you. Have a nice day.